Hello, I'm Eric Anderson with Adobe, and I'm here with Stephan Pretorius, UK Group CEO and Global CTO of Wunderman. Stephan, thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Eric. Nice to be here.
Can you tell us a little bit about Wunderman? What sets you apart? What's your core strengths?
So Wunderman is a modern digital agency. We talk about ourselves as being creatively driven and data inspired, which might sound like a strange way to express it, but we really believe that we are driven by creativity, solving problems, solving clients' business problems, and inspired by data and insights about how consumers behave. Practically what that means is that we combine data, technology, and creativity, customer experience, marketing strategy, etc., to help our clients grow and connect with their consumers.
All right. Well, now you have an interesting role. This is very much has been the history of a marketing conference, and you're CTO.
Yep.
Talk to us about why you're here.
So I'm sort of an accidental CTO. I've actually been working with Adobe and before Adobe with Omniture for many, many years. I started my career in digital marketing, and as CTO at Wunderman, my job is really not about PCs and networks, but it's about building our technology-based service offering to our clients. And one of the key parts of that job is working with partners like Adobe in bringing marketing technology to our clients, implementing it, helping them manage and run it properly.
All right. So you talked about creativity driven,
yeah,
or inspired and data driven. Where does Adobe fit into that?
Well, I think, in that context, Adobe is actually the perfect partner for Wunderman as a business, because on the one hand, we work with Adobe in order to create the content and the assets that bring our clients' brands to life, the beautiful pictures,
right,
the content, etc. And in that context, we're a very large Adobe Creative Cloud customer and are sort of at the forefront of innovation in terms of using Creative Cloud in our creative practices. And then at the same time, on the marketing activation side, we use the data about understanding our consumer behavior, customer value, etc., in order to orchestrate messages and communications for our clients using the Experience Cloud. So in a very significant way, Adobe really answers both parts of our proposition for our clients. And for that reason, Adobe is probably our most significant partner and most important partner in delivery of digital marketing for our clients.
Oh, great. So digital transformation seems to be the topic du jour, and creativity and data are clearly intertwined there.
Yeah.
You've said that digital transformation never sleeps, never stops. What do you mean?
I think my point really about digital transformation being a journey and not a destination is that, if you think about the evolution of how businesses run and how businesses connect with consumers, it's not as if digital transformation or even digitalization is a new thing.
Right.
This has been going on for a number of years. New digital business models, internet-based businesses, e-commerce, etc., have been really growing for the last 25 years. And so it's an ongoing process as far as I look at it. And the current hype around digital transformation, I think, is really just a realization that we've reached a tipping point where businesses need to become digital first, and they need to think about connecting with consumers in an omni-channel way, but really thinking about the digital as not just as a channel, but as part of the customer experience or as something driving customer experience. The point about it never ending is that it's not something which you do today, your business is transformed, and then suddenly you can stop thinking about it, right, or just put it to bed. Every year, every day, there are new challenges, new things to evolve, new things to innovate. And I think what we've seen here today at the Adobe Summit, and we see every year at Adobe Summit, is the amount of innovation and the amount of progress that's made on an annual basis by Adobe, but also by the market and the ecosystem as a whole, in thinking up new ways to use digital technologies to connect with brands. And so, what brands need to do is not to think about this as an intervention, but they need to think about digital transformation as the process of building capabilities, tools, skill sets, new business models, operating models internally that can help them evolve continuously over time as the market shifts, as consumer behavior shifts with that.
Well, that's a really good segue, because things are always shifting. So are there certain trends in digital transformation that you're really focusing on right now?
I think the big question that a lot of people are trying to answer and realize in their digital operations is still being able to become ultimately fully customer-centric. In other words, how do you connect with consumers in an omni-channel way, in a really consistent, really synchronized way? And as easy as that might sound when you say it, it's actually remarkably difficult if you think about the nuances of different digital channels and touch points. Different kinds of underlying data sets, different delivery channels, different third-party vendors and platforms, some that you can control, some that you can't. And so I think the biggest trend that people are still trying to realize is how do you get a holistic view of your consumer behavior, their needs, anticipate their requirements, and then orchestrate and deliver that across all channels in a synchronized way.
Right. Well, so what is the CTO's role in orchestrating all of this?
Well, I think traditionally people would think that customer experience is really the purview of the CMO, or more in a more contemporary sense, the chief experience officer or customer experience officer. But I think the two roles have to really be work hand in hand. A lot of customer experience has to be delivered by using data and technology, and so the CTO has to be a very strong supporting act in supporting the CMO or the customer experience lead in delivering and automating the customer experiences that they've analyzed and that they've designed. And so the two roles are really work hand in glove. And I think any kind of business where the one is more dominant than the other, or where the one is missing in that relationship, you will find that customer experience realization doesn't happen properly.
Great. Well, this has been fantastic. So where can people go to find a bit more about what you do?
So Wunderman is a global business. We employ more than 10,000 people in virtually every major market in the world. And Wunderman.com is the starting point, but there are a whole bunch of us here at the Adobe Summit. Come and find us at the booth.
Well, fantastic. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much, Eric.
And thank you for joining us, and please stay tuned for more interviews with experience makers like Stephan Pretorius. Thank you.